Hi, this is Kumaravel, Assistant Professor ECE from RMT Engineering College. Today's topic we are going to discuss on moral dilemma. Dilemma or situation where we used to face in our everyday life. We need to take a decision between whether something is good or bad to us. Now we will see what are the situation leading to moral dilemma. First one is the problem of vagueness. What does it means is it is difficult for us to distinguish whether a situation is good or bad. For an example, let us consider in our day-to-day life. So there will be an for an example, if you consider a cylinder person who's delivering cylinder to us, that usually we used to pay for gas cylinder as well as we used to pay for what delivery also, right? But sometimes what used to happen, he used to expect some money for carrying the cylinder, right, and distributing it to our house, right? Whether it might be either 10 rupees, 20 rupees, whatever it may be, right? So in certain situation where we used to think like whether it is right to give to him or not, right? So because if we give one times, what happened? He will expect the same thing all the time. So like this, every day we used to face certain situation where it is difficult for us to decide something whether it is good or bad to us. So let us see other situation, the problem of conflicting reason. So conflicting reason in the sense, let us consider the same situation, right? So earlier we said that what whether if we give money for him, whether it is good for him or not, right? So now let us consider for our daily expenditure, those people they are getting very less salary, right? It is difficult for them to run a family, right? So it is, if you see from that perspective view, then it might be good, maybe good, right? So helping them by giving some small money to them, right? It will be helpful for them. But if you see on the other side, right? So as I told you earlier, if you give money to them once and they will expect it from us every time, right? So this is the situation where we have the conflicting reason. If you see from one perspective view, it might be good. If you see from other side, it may be bad. So this might be a situation. Then let us consider the next case, the problem of disagreement. The problem of disagreement in the sense, so we have more than one options, right? We have more than one solution and none of them to be mandatory. For an example, let us consider a situation where you're traveling from one place to another place. You have an option to travel either in bypass or through the city, right? If you consider, if you are going to travel through the bypass, right, what are the advantages you have? You can save fuel, okay, you don't have traffic, okay. But on the other side, what are the drawback you have? The distance would be a little bit larger when compared to when you go through the city, right? Right now, if you consider the other side, you're traveling through the city. Traveling through the city mean in the sense what? The traveling distance is less, but here the problem what we have, so we have huge traffic. So now it is open to us to choose whether to go through the city or go through the bypass, right? Similar manner, so there might be a situation where we may face in our life where we have more than one option and all of them might be good and none of them are mandatory, and certain situation where it is difficult for us to decide, okay. So now let us see steps to solve dilemma, right? So these all are the various steps to solve dilemma. So first one is what? First, we need to identify what all are the moral factors. Then we need to collect all the information, data, and facts. Followed by we need to prioritize it. Okay. Then after prioritizing, we need to see is there any alternative solution for it, right? So when there is any alternative solution, right, then after that what we can do it, we can discuss with either through to our colleague or parents or to our friends, whomever it may be, right? Then finally, based on the information which we have collected, and after prioritizing and finding the alternative solution, then discussed it with our friends. Now we need to come to the conclusion, right? Based on the above information, to choose the right path. These are the typical steps which we need to follow in our life when we have an right when I have a situation where to decide something whether it is good or bad to us. Thank you.